Okay. Let's breathe together. Deep breath in. Fill up your belly and your chest. Hold it. Then blow it all the way out through your mouth. Long exhale. Really contract those abs. Blow it all out. Then feel how good that feels to inhale the next breath after you blow it all the way out. And then let's laugh it out. So let's talk about paradoxical intention, which is when you have an intention to make something happen, the brain accepts it, unconscious mind accepts it as safe, and it fades. Okay, so if you're crying a lot, somebody told you don't cry, like some adult when you were a little kid, and you're crying, and then you're an adult, and then you're feeling like maybe I shouldn't be crying, or maybe your spouse, or maybe your friends, maybe your society, everybody's saying don't cry, don't cry. Then if you really want to calm things down, then make the time to cry. Okay? Make the time to cry. All right, so I'm going to cry. I'm crying. I'm telling my unconscious mind that I want to cry. I'm not thinking of anything. I'm not trying to think of sad stuff. I'm just saying to my mind, cry. 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 Come on, cry. Come on, cry. Cry. Ah! And you see, it's frustrating because I'm not really crying. I mean, I'm getting like a little tiny little tear from laughing maybe. And when I'm telling my mind to cry, my unconscious mind is like, that's super safe to cry. So if you're on your healing journey, your recovery journey, and you're at a stage which I call the rainforest, where a lot of every day can be spiraling into tears, into deep emotions, which are fueled by thoughts. And the thoughts can be along the lines of just self-pitying thoughts about how it shouldn't be this way, how I shouldn't be crying, how this is really disruptive on my life. I'm here to tell you that it's okay. And here's my little Ganesh, the remover of obstacles. If you want to remove the obstacle, then you welcome the obstacle, right? Because how can you remove an obstacle if you don't welcome it? How can you remove tears unless you cry them, right? And there's another thing that's really interesting about unconscious mind. Unconscious mind, in my understanding and my vast training in RRT and clinical hypnosis, all of that seems to suggest that unconscious mind can't read negatives. And part of the reason why we think this is because when you try not to think of something, like if you try not to think of a purple giraffe, right, what happens? If you try not to think of a green bird, what happens? If you try not to think of a blue alligator, what happens, right? So if you try not to cry, what happens? You try not to feel anxiety, what happens? You're fighting it. When you're fighting it, unconscious mind gets this message, right, that it's dangerous. And it sends more protection signals, more PS signals, as I call them. So let's try to cry. I want you right now to break down in tears, bawling, weeping. I want to feel it. I want the tears to just spit into the screen you're looking at. I want to see a photograph of your phone or whatever you're watching this on, just covered. I want to short that out. Like short out the device with your tears. Do it. I'm telling you to do it right now. Come on. Come on. You can do this. I know you can do this. Cry. Cry. Okay, what's happening? Are you successful? If you are, bless you. Keep at it. You're on the journey. You're in the rainy season. It's happening. You're moving towards the next season. That's beautiful. If you can't do it, you're already moving out of the rainy season. So this is helping too. Either way, you win. It's a journey. I love you. I'm here for you. So reach out if you need help. I have ways to make this process easier and effortless and more comfortable. And we can laugh and we can cry. Probably not, because it's hard to cry when you're hanging out with me. So reach out if you need me. And remember the lesson here. When you're moving towards something that's neuroplastic, that's emotional, that you don't feel like you want, you remove all that resistance and it fades. Give it a shot. Let me know how it goes. I want to hear about how it goes. So leave me a comment. Tell me about your own journey with emotions. And I'll see you next time.